Are we on? All right. Hey, Kenny with Helicopter Land Ground School. Only video we're doing this year from the Expo is here at the Enstrom booth. Kind of a favor to Enstrom because I've been flying them a long time. People that watch videos know I favor the Enstrom, and we teach in the Enstrom. And the one I use is coming back in February, so I'm excited to get it back, start flying again. So Dennis has a lot to tell you about the Enstrom. We're going to talk about the 480 a little bit. I am a qualified instructor in the 480, but I haven't flown one in a few years. And we thought we wanted to mention that it's 60 years. Enstrom's been around. And so I'm going to hand the mic over and just let him tell us about the 480 and what people, like we just talked about, so many people go, oh, they've got a turbine? Or, well, yeah, I heard about it, but people just don't really know a lot about the 480. So go for it.
Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it. And, yes, we do have a turbine. A lot of people, we built over 1,000 piston helicopters, but we've actually built 250 480 series aircraft, the turbines. And really the best way to describe it is it's like 150% scale 280, okay? So all the things you liked about the 280, the big three-bladed, fully articulated rotor system, fantastic auto rotation characteristics, super stable, trimmable controls, all that stuff that you liked, we got on the 480.
Sure.
The big heavy-duty landing gear, the oleo struts, the drag struts, you can run these on, forwards and sideways and make kind of bad landings with them, and it'll take all that abuse. So, you've got that. The same super powerful tail rotor, so you don't have to worry about any LTE issues, wind issues.
Sure.
So you've got all that stuff, but we add a Rolls-Royce 250 engine. So
time-tested, proven.
Yeah,
been around forever.
Yeah, they built over 31,000 of them. We actually got the 31,000th engine, which was
Nice.
kind of neat. Got a little plaque with it. So, but same engine that's in the Jet Ranger MD500. So it's real familiar. People are used to that engine.
Sure.
And we bolt that on to a much bigger cabin. So you got a lot more room, a lot more comfort. The way we got this one set up right now, it's a 3-place dual control, but in only about 5 minutes, you can take this helicopter and you can switch the seats around. You can make it a 5-seat aircraft.
Right.
So that's all in the flight manual. Pilot can do it.
Makes it nice to different configurations for people, depending on what you're doing and how you're going to set it up. You have options. And I just want to throw in real quick, because the thing that's always struck me in the 480 is the visibility. I think it's probably has the best visibility when you're sitting in the cockpit as the pilot of anything I've ever flown. I mean, the visibility to me is just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got eyebrow windows, chin windows, lots of glass in it. And, for me, I'm a tall guy, and it's tall guy friendly, it's big guy friendly.
Right.
But the seats move forward and back, pedals move forward and back, so I can get out and a little person can get in and
Sure.
and the helicopter's going to fit them. So, the helicopter fits the pilot doesn't fit the helicopter.
Sure.
Very, very comfortable to fly. I think nothing to fly in these 1,000 miles a day single pilot.
Sure.
So, in fact, I did it last summer. So, you can do it in the Enstrom, not kill yourself. So
I have ferried him from north all the way down to Florida several times by myself, and yeah, you just hop in and throw your bag in
trim it
and
out and go. Yeah.
fuel it up and fly 3 hours if you want to.
Yeah.
Very, very comfortable and roomy, so you just can just sit in there and enjoy the flight.
Absolutely. And what's neat with this, okay, you want to take your kid flying, give them the stick a little bit. Okay, no problem. You got dual controls, you can do that. And now, you want to go to grandma's birthday party and give some rides. You can pop those duals out, make it a 4-seat, a 5-seat helicopter,
Yep.
give rides. Okay, I want to lease it back, do a little commercial work with it. No problem. You can do all that
Sure.
stuff and change it around. So it's a real flexible aircraft, real easy to own, low cost of operation. Again, all the things you liked about the 280,
Right.
the hardly any time limited parts.
Sure.
Low insurance rates, all those things you liked about 280 are here on the 480, and they're kind of just sort of supersized.
Sure.
So if you've flown a 280, this is just going to be
Sure.
cake for you. The hardest part about it is starting the engine, and once you figure that out,
Right.
Everything else it just flies
Right.
itself.
Yep.
So notice on the door there we got a little sign celebrating 60 years.
60 years. And that's the thing I said when this morning before coming to Expo, I saw Enstrom post that they had just sold 3 480s, and I'm like, good for Enstrom, man. That made me feel good that they just sold one and they were, showing off at the show and showing they'd sold theirs. And I didn't realize it was 60 years, but I saw it from their from the desk over here, and I was like, man, I knew I've flown them a long time. And I know they've been around, but in my mind, they're like, yeah, they've been around 45 years or something. When I saw them, I'm like, I did not realize that it's 60 years. So I was impressed this morning at the hotel when I just checked in Facebook and went, nice, they sold 3 of them. 60 years? Are you kidding me? So that's awesome, though. I mean, it is the time-tested heavy-duty truck of the smaller, personal aircraft, in my book.
Yeah,
Byron and I were talking the other day how you just feel good in the Enstrom. There's nothing I would fly that I really would be as confident in. And of course I have more time in Enstrom than anything else, but I have lots of time in other things, and this is one that once you get to know an Enstrom and you get used to flying them, you just feel safe.
Yeah.
And you just feel good, and they're just freaking comfortable, and until you experience it, you don't know what it's about. And the thing that I encourage people all the time, they say the same thing to me all the time. Well, I've heard about Enstrom, but I've never been in one. And I always say, go get an hour. Just go try it, because until you fly the thing, it's just us telling you that it's comfortable. It's us telling you about how good the auto rotation is. But until you get in and fly one, it's just people talking. So if you're thinking about getting an hour in an Enstrom, go fly one. Any of them.
Yeah.
So tell us more about the 60 years.
Yeah.
Give us a little more of the background.
Yeah.
It's Rudy Enstrom, right?
Yeah. So, when you start thinking about it, names like Piper and Cessna and Bell, these are the old established, names in aerospace. Sure. Well, Enstrom's kind of up there with it, right?
Right.
How many companies have been around for 60 years?
Exactly.
We've never moved.
Right.
Menominee, Michigan, for 60 years. The company was started by basically a mining engineer named Rudy Enstrom, and he had never even seen a helicopter. He was going to build one.
Sure.
So
it's amazing.
Yeah,
I love the story.
He was a tinkerer. He built some prototypes in his garage, and he'd fly them around in a quarry and whatnot. And in the late 50s, some investors up in Michigan, they decided, well, we're going to get into aerospace. This is going to be cool, and they incorporated, bought the rights to Rudy's design, and that's how the company was started. And really neat. It was all community funded. So they would go to local fairs, and they would take helicopter prototypes to like local fairs and sell stock.
Nice.
And they would bring like the Green Bay Packers up to sell stock and
Right.
stuff like that. And that's how the company was founded. In 1965, we certified our first helicopter, the F-28. Started production
1965.
in 1965.
That's the year I was born.
Wow.
Yep, they all know how old I am now.
Yeah, there you go.
I was born in 65.
Yeah.
That's a great year.
Yeah, the year the Mustang came out. So, and 68 is kind of when things really got started. So 65, we built a few aircraft between there, but 68 is when production really started with the F-28A model. And I'm sure you have some A model time. I learned to fly in an A model.
I've flown them all.
Yeah, still, it's like the Piper Cub of helicopters.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
And then through the 70s, F. Lee Bailey bought the company in 1971, a famous trial lawyer, and he was the one who developed the 280 series, the Shark. So he took the F series and had a Boston design firm restyle the cabin and make the Shark. And then through the years, the 80s, the company was owned by Dean Kamen. He's the guy, he's kind of famous. He invented the Segway. That was his claim to fame, but really he invented the insulin pump. And he owned the company starting in 1985, and he was the one who developed 480 series. So he funded the development of 480 series. In fact, Dean still owns a couple Enstrom helicopters. And through the years, 2001 we did the B model, and still going strong now, 60 years out of our same location. Much bigger. In fact,
Right.
we got a brand new factory. 2014 we built a brand new factory, but same spot.
Right.
Has
And
not moved.
I have to get up there because I have not actually been to your factory since.
Oh, it's way cool.
It's
Yeah.
been probably 10 years since I've been
you,
up there.
You would not recognize
And that's what Jackie's like. You
Yeah.
have to come up here and see the
Yeah.
factory. So
Yeah.
I'm going to get my butt up there and see the new factory.
Yeah.
So, man, that's just an amazing story. And like I said, I was impressed. 60 years. So congratulations on selling 3 of them. I just always like trying to help Enstrom out, man, just because. Hate to say that, but call him the underdog. I kind of call Enstrom the underdog, but I say that with love, right? Because kind of root for the underdog, and that's the way how I feel about it. So.
Well, we're not the biggest, but we kind of like to say we're the best,
Exactly.
and it's a great product, and we appreciate everything you do for the community. You do for students out there. I learn to fly. Everybody learn to fly,
Yep.
and having that resource available is just fantastic. And of course, we appreciate the fact that you do it in an Enstrom and the support that you give to Enstrom.
Well, it was fun yesterday because this year we didn't do a bunch of videos running around. Last year we kind of gave everybody the opportunity. We went to Robinson and Schweitzer and Cabri and, talk to everybody, right? And this year I'm like, you know what? I just want to go and I want to talk to people and see our members and it was like, we'll go to Enstrom first thing. When we get there, we're going to Enstrom. And it was fun because we got here Tuesday, and we walk up to talk to Jackie, and immediately here comes the Helicopter Online Ground School shirts, hoodies. Our members just start walking up because they knew that's where we were going to go.
He's not kidding. It was just like this mass of people just swarmed.
And it actually brought tears to my eyes because these guys were talking to me, and I'm like, man, this is overwhelming, right? It's I'm just a average Joe from the cornfields of northern Indiana, and then to come to a big event like this and then have your members, customers come walking up wearing your stuff, and I know Enstrom enjoyed it in the background. It was fun because I could see everybody going, God, look at this little party going on out here in front of the Enstrom booth. So
yeah, but that's really the best part of the job. We'll go to air shows or something like that, and you get someone come up and they go, I want to shake your hand. I learned to fly back in 1979 in an Enstrom 280C or something, and the foundation that gave me led to my career. Or one day when I had an engine failure, the stuff I learned saved my butt. Yep. And to be part of that for us, what does 60 years mean to us? It's that.
Right.
It's all those customers and all those people that we've been able to help and who in turn have helped us and supported us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for guys like you.
Same for me too, with all of my members. And that's why I'm here, and we're all here because of our customers and the people that believe in us and come back and either buy our products or just follow us and are interested in what we do. It's just freaking amazing. All right, well, anything else can you think of before we sign out of here?
No, man, it's just, you're part of the Enstrom family. You know what it's like.
Gonna make tears come to my eyes.
Yeah, and and now we've got a Hogs family.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun.
So we're just putting the families together. It's great.
Yep, it has been awesome, and that's why I said this year we just wanted to shake hands, talk to people, and I told Jackie, I said, Enstrom was the only one getting love from us this year, just because
Thank you.
They helped us with getting out here. So, and we appreciate that. So, make a comment down below about the Enstrom, and if you haven't flown one and you're even remotely interested, go freaking fly one.
Yep.
Find one somewhere.
It's a pilot's aircraft.
Who cares if it takes?
You got to get in the seat.
Half a day to go for a drive to get to one. Go fly one, man. Jump in and do it. So, comment below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click the little bell so you'll be notified of our weekly videos, and we will make sure that we keep you informed because it was fun with one of our members here was disappointed with I don't do coffee with Kenny anymore.
Okay.
And he was like, man, I was drinking coffee every day listening to you, and now you don't do it. And I'm like, I only stopped because we really needed to take care of the ground school members, and we had a lot of stuff we needed to do, and it was just kind of overwhelming. And he goes, well, at least start doing a video a week, would you? Just let us know what the hell you're doing. And I'm like, okay, I'll at least start doing something once a week, right? And maybe more, but it was fun to hear that from people. Well, I pretty much missed the coffee with Kenny thing. And I'm like, yeah, I do too, but it's for the good of the business, moving it forward and taking care of our members. So, all right, I went on long enough. Like, subscribe, make a comment down below, and we'll see you next video. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ken.
I appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it.
Or go ahead and just pan around there a little bit.
Oops, no, do it again.
You're still recording. Yeah, go ahead and just give them. You know what? Why don't you go over to the 480 and just kind of.
Yeah, I didn't.
Let's just
walk around because with the cord, I think it was just.
Yeah, let's just
start tripping. So.
We'll just tack it on the end here.
Yeah.
And let them actually see what it looks like. Like I said, I still think the visibility in the room flying one of these is what makes it so cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's so comfortable. Yeah.
And someday, if it's in my budget, maybe.
That's why I work for the factory.
I'd like to have one. I would. I'd love to have one of these sitting in my hangar. And if you're still hanging around, I can teach you one of these. So if you want to buy one, I'm looking for somebody to help you out, I can teach you in it. All right, let's cut it off. Peace out.